Well, another episode of WWE Monday Night Raw in the record books for Monday, May 5th, 2008. Once again, welcome everyone to another episode of the Russell Cage Experience. This is my review for Monday Night Raw, once again, for May 5th, 2008. And we're going to get right into it. I'm going to try to keep it under 10 minutes so I don't have to do two separate videos. Anyway, first off, Mr. McMahon kicks off Raw, talking about Regal's actions from last week, and basically stating how Regal's kind of similar to him and being innovative in what he did. So, yep, we'll go with that. That works for me. Just getting more heel heat on Regal, to be honest with you. So, and then Regal comes out, talks about respect and how people should still respect him. And basically, if they're not going to respect him, going to turn the lights out on, you can't watch the show. So, even more heel heat on Mr. William Regal there. So, then out comes Mr. Kennedy. My boy, Mr. Kennedy. Good to see him. Challenges Regal once again. Regal turned it down. I think they're kind of setting up for maybe a Regal-Kennedy feud. Maybe even a Regal-Kennedy match at Backlash at Judgment Day. So, we'll see where that goes. And then Triple H interrupts. But before that, Regal makes the ECW roster versus Mr. Kennedy. Apparently some deal he struck up with Estrada. I don't know. But, yeah. Then we have Triple H coming out and Regal basically saying that Regal made a mistake and doesn't need to mess with Triple H. Basically making the threats he did with other general managers that was on that roster. There we go. That works. So it makes Triple H and Kennedy against the ECW roster. Then we go into the Lumberjill match, which actually was a better match than I was expecting. But then again, I feel Beth Phoenix and Mickie James are two of the better women's wrestlers that they got on the Raw roster altogether. Victoria's another one that I think is a great women's wrestler. So maybe send her back to Raw and add her into the mix, you know? So, we have Mickie James retaining the title with Beth Phoenix getting hit in the head by Melina by the title belt, Mickie rolling her up in a schoolboy pin, and getting the victory. Then we basically have the backstage segment between Regal and Y2J. Regal basically making Miz and Morrison versus Y2J and Shawn Michaels. Jericho's still going on about the injury of Shawn Michaels. So, we go from there to the Trevor Murdoch singing backstage again. First week, is alright. It was kind of comedy. All good, alright, But 2 weeks in a row, we got to see Trish Stratus and Ron Simmons, so it's a good opening for those two to come on TV. So, it's good seeing Trish back on there. It'd be nice if she came back, so. Then we have Todd Grisham backstage with Randy Orton. Basically, Randy Orton saying he respected Regal. Kudos to him. Basically just sucking up to the general manager. Then we have another filler match. Basically a jobber, John Cutter, against Virgil and Katie. Another handicap match. So, Virgil and Katie win. Katie gets the pinfall once again. Nothing big there. But during the match, JR's mic's cut off and we get Mike Adamle. And I don't know if he was trying to suck this time on purpose or if he was sucking naturally. But either way, I felt like jabbing forks into my ear instead of listening to Mike Adamle. So, yeah. Then we have a Y2J and HBK segment backstage before the tag team match, which we come. This was a good match. Miz and Morrison are great wrestlers. Once again, WWE need to push their younger talent, and these are two. I just held up three fingers because Kennedy is one that they need to push. Miz and Morrison, MVP, people like that. They need to push them quite a bit. So Y2J and HBK getting the win here thanks to Sweet Chin Music from HBK, selling the leg injury still on there. So And I actually found out just a little bit ago before I was going to make this video that they have sent out on WWE Mobile that they've added Y2J versus Shawn Michaels for Judgment Day. So in the coming weeks, you know, I'll have my Judgment Day predictions up and posted. You guys post yours predictions and whatnot. So next we have Orton versus CM Punk. Goes to no contest. Regal just basically comes out and turns out the lights again. After we come back from commercial break, Orton's pissed about it. So, I mean, after he showed Regal respect, and he still does what he did. So, I mean, you know. So, Regal turns out the lights again, goes to no contest. But CM Punk was getting some good offense going in on the match. So, I'm glad they're at least helping kind of push maybe CM Punk toward the right direction as far as WWE title picture goes. Then we go to commercial, come back, Carlitos Cabana with special guest Roddy Piper. Funny segments here. He calls Carlito Buckwheat. He calls Santino the Super Mario Brothers. Roddy Piper is still good on the mic, so it's good. It's good seeing Hot Rod on there. Santino comes out, basically is making threats. Cody Rhodes comes out, gets on the mic. He still needs to work on his mic skills, folks. But he has potential. He does have potential. And then Cody Rhodes has Primetime come out, and we end the segment with Roddy Piper dancing to Primetime's music, which was quite funny. So then we have a Judgment Day promo, just talking about the matches that they're going to have. First one, Triple H versus Randy Orton in a steel cage, and I guess just announced tonight, JBL versus John Cena. Good seeing John Cena not in the title picture. WWE's learning. Keep up the good work. No John Cena in the title picture. Keep him feuding with different people like this. Do it. So, which brings us to JBL backstage talking about his limousine, all that sort of stuff. Basically telling Cena that basically come Judgment Day, it's going to be a car crash for him, that sort of thing. Which brings us then to JBL versus D.H. Smith. JBL getting heat from the crowd, which is, I guess, something they're wanting to do leading into Judgment Day, get JBL being, getting a lot of heat from people, being a hated person. So, JBL gets the win over D.H. Smith here. My clock just came on, my reminder, so I'm going to try to hurry and wrap this up. Then we have the main event, the ECW guys versus Kennedy and Triple H. This was a pretty good match, but I think match of the night definitely has to go to Orton and CM Punk, as well as The Miz and Morrison versus HBK and Y2J. Those were my two favorite matches of the night, even though Kennedy's one of my favorite wrestlers. Have to go with those other two matches as match of the night. But Chavo hits a frog splash on Kennedy for the win, and then basically everything breaks loose. Everybody starts fighting and that sort of thing. Triple H starts to clear the ring and whatnot. And then lights go out. Orton comes back. The lights come back on. Orton hits Triple H with the RKO, and that basically ends the show. So overall, it's an alright Raw. Nothing too big going on. Just basically just trying to set up Judgment Day. So, if you guys have any questions for me, remember I check out my last video talking about some of the things you wanted me to talk about. So check that out. Have any more questions, post them in the comments below. If you like what you see, subscribe, and you guys have a great day.